Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, out to prove once and for all that the gibbering prophet is more glossololic gibbering than profound prophecy in Darkest Dungeon. Think about it. I've killed this gibbering prophet bastard. We've killed him twice already. If we take a look at the trips, we've got him once, the sonorous prophet, then we killed the fulminating prophet, now we just need the gibbering prophet. And neither of the two previous times has this guy seen it coming. And you might be saying, well, of course he didn't see it coming, Pete. He tore his eyes out. The man is blind. You're talking about assassinating a blind man and being enthused that he didn't see it coming. Okay, I'll grant you that. You got a point. You're not wrong, but come on. Prophets are always blind. That's the way it works. Tiresias from Oedipus, Paul Atreides from Dune, Chrysania from Dragonlance, Illidan from freaking Warcraft, and of course, who could forget Neo, the One? Come on. Whoa, I'm like totally blind, dude, but I still know Kung Fu. It's maybe the worst impression of Keanu Reeves that's ever been done. But hey, you didn't see that one coming, did you, Keanu? Yeah, just like the prophet's not going to see us coming. But literature teaches us that visions of the future, they always blind the seer to the present. That's the meta. So what this means is one of two things. Either the gibbering prophet knows that we're coming, knows what the future is, knows we're going to kill him, and just wants us to do it, which means we've got a Conrad Kurz kind of scenario going on here. He's basically Night Haunter. After we kill him, he's going to hit us with a death is nothing compared to vindication and act all superior even though he's a corpse. Or the other explanation is, of course, that the gibbering prophet is just like a crazy Arby's dumpster-dwelling hobo who lost his eyes in a tragic Jamocha shake accident and then had to come up with an alternate career. And he's just like, hey, you know what? What if I wander around and rave like a lunatic? I bet people will throw me change that I can then use to buy beef and cheddars and fuel my madness. I think it's probably the latter. That's definitely the more likely scenario. In order to make this gibbering prophet thing happen, though, I do have a bit of a plan, and that plan involves Reed Richards. Reed Richards, you went into the Darkest Dungeon and didn't have fully upgraded skills, because apparently I'm even more profoundly stupid than I thought. But okay, I mean, hey, if you were good enough to get the job done, I guess you were good enough to get the job done. Who needs skills, right? Basically, we saved money that we are now wasting. You had level 5 skills. What about you, Grim? Did you have level 5 skills? You also had level 5 skills, except for one that we want for this particular mission. Okay, and I've got a team in mind that's most of the Fantastic Four plus James Harper, the Guardian here. Why do we need James Harper? Well, I gotta say I don't really feel like a Jester is going to be profoundly useful against the Gibbering Prophet. He'd be able to get off one finale, which could do some really good damage. But once the finale is done, the Jester really doesn't bring much to the table, whereas our little man-at-arms there is going to be useful all the way through, and especially in the fight against the Gibbering Prophet, because we're going to gear him up for having a lot of protection, and then we're just going to have him guard whoever is, like, cursed for doomed, or foretold to doomed, or whatever the hell the name of that stupid ability is. So, let's grab Benjamin J. Grimm. Won't waste your talents on that trivial errand. Well, how about killing the Gibbering Prophet then, Grimm? Are you too good for that one? Mr. Uppity Muckety Muck. See, we're going to get one of the Prophet's eyes for completing this mission. That's actually a really weird trinket. 4 accuracy if in position 4, 2 speed if in position 4, and it's not a bad trinket, it's just an odd conjunction of bonuses. They don't really seem to synergize well with each other or with any particular class, which is weird. All right, Storm, we're going to put you here. Reed, we're going to change your skills around a little bit. We're also going to change around Benjamin J. Grimm's skills a little bit. We're going to get rid of Holy Lance. Or rather, we're going to... you know what? I think we keep Holy Lance. We're going to take Inspiring Cry. So let's go... I want Zealous Accusation so that we can hit multiple front rank targets. Specifically, those pews that this guy likes to summon. Holy Lance in case we get our order jumbled around a little bit. And then Inspiring Cry for stress heals and regular heals. Sue Storm, your skills are going to stay exactly as they are. We are going to swap up Reed Richards a little bit. We're going to take down Pick to the Face. We're going to do something just a tiny bit different. We're going to go with Lunge. We're going to go with Shadow Fade. We're going to go with Flashing Daggers and Thrown Dagger. Although, you know, Poison Darts in this case might also be really good. It's not a huge blight. But we could stack that on a gibbering prophet a couple times. You know, I want to go level this up and see. If it gets to 5 per tick, I think that would be worth it. At 4 per tick, it doesn't seem worth it. But if the upgrade takes it to 5 per tick, which it does, you know what? I think we got to go with the dart here. Instead of thrown dagger. I mean, flashing daggers is good because it hits multiple targets, and that's something we may need in this fight against the gibbering prophet. It also lowers bleed resist, which is not particularly useful. This does bonus damage versus marked targets, but we're not really going to have anybody who's marked. It does give us a big accuracy bonus, which is nice, and it has a huge critical modifier. All right, let's do this. Let's go lunge. Okay, lunge, shadow fade, thrown dagger, and poison darts. I like this combination. I think the poison darts is going to be surprisingly good. We may need to get something that gives us a little bit of bonus blight damage, but we'll have no trouble coming up with something. We get a lot of plus blight stuff. And then our last slot here is going to go for the Guardian. Old James Harper hasn't been out of the barn in a while. I think it's time he's due. We're going to take Crush, since ideally we're going to be working out of the second position. I think we take Rampart as well. What we want are skills that allow us to shuffle our party order. We definitely need Defender. And then we have sort of a bonus skill, kind of a take whatever the hell you want kind of deal. You know, we do have a skill that synergizes off of marked targets with Thrown Dagger. And if we take Retribution, we're only going to be able to mark ourselves. But we could riposte off of that. It's either that, Command, or Bolster. I don't hate Bolster, and that would give us something we could do from literally every slot. Because right now, if we get stuck in slot 4, there's nothing we can do. And dodging, you know what? Dodging is useful. Let's go for Bolster. Benjamin Graham is sorted. Harper is sorted. Reed Richards is sorted. Sue Storm is as sorted as she's ever been because we don't really change Sue's skills. Although we did switch her over to Mace Bash, which I think has been a positive. I've been really getting some good mileage out of Mace Bash. I can't believe I've come as far as I did while overlooking the utility of this skill. It's genuinely pretty good. Let's get our trinket on then and get down in the old dungeon. So unequip everything, sort them all by rarity. We don't need the Ancestors map because in this dungeon, we're going to know exactly what we're up against. So really what we want to do is stack our best trinkets on top of our best units. Now, do we want to go? I mean, I love the Lucky Talisman. It's real good. It's real good. But we do have, don't we have a, like a rare Grave Robber only trinket? Yeah, the Grave Robber's Talisman. It's a bonus crit. I don't care about, you know what? No, the Grave Robber's Talisman, I think we can leave in the barn. We do want to get something that's bonus blight skill. We could take the Blight Amulet, which is not terrible. Is that the best we can do, though? It seems like kind of a shitty trinket. I know we can't take the Poisoned Herb. The Blight Trinket might be the best we've got. Nah, we got like the Hag's Ladle or something that's way better, right? It's 25% blight. It's actually, it's objectively worse. Huh. I have to admit, I'm a little stymied by that. It is, in fact, objectively worse than just going for the blight token. All right, I mean, I guess we could give her... It's basically the same. All right, well, okay. We'll do that, and then we do still need one. I think it's very definitely got to be the Lucky Talisman. I actually quite like the Lucky Talisman. Stack and dodge on our Grave Robbers has proven useful in the past. Anything fancy out of Benjamin J. Grimm? Nah, we're going to go with our standard kit, just the Holy Orders and the Crusaders Orders. These two trinkets synergize well, and we do kind of need damage here, but it can't be all damage all the time. And speaking of all damage all the time, we kind of need somebody who gives us bonus protection or something. Anything that gives us bonus protection is really what we're looking for here. Like Sir Barristan's Head. It gives us a huge stress buff. But plus 13% protection is useful, and we are... do we have anything else we can use to buff our protection? Blight resistance on the mustache cream. I don't really care about that. Bonus damage would be nice. Bonus healing received, bonus stress healing. You also just take more stress. No, we want protection stuff though, guys. Protection. Stuff that gives us protection. Do we have anything? It's going to give us a little extra prot. It does not appear that we do. Gambler's Charm, not what we need. Solar Bracer, Swift Cloak, Steady Bracer. That's just, yeah, bonus to range skills. Tenacity gives us bonus to Death Blow, which is similar to what, and not necessarily terrible against the Gibbering Prophet, because he does have one ability that hits stupefyingly hard. Nah, well, does any of this give protection? Any of these? Debuff resistance. Bonus damage to Unholy. Fuseman's Matchstick's not going to do anything. Nope. Alright. We are not going to be able to get any additional protection, but I think we do take Barristan's Head. As strange as it may sound, 20% stress for 13% protection, though. Now, you know what? The protection is just not worth it. We'd be better off to try and put ourselves in a way and then dodge. What do we got that gives us bonus dodge? We can do dodge all day, right? Yeah, camouflage cloak. Okay. You've sold me. What else do we have that has dodge? Bonus speed, bonus dodge. We could give ourselves plus 23 dodge. That's not terrible. Can we get more? We have something with more dodge. Actually, one of these trinkets is a bunch of dodge, doesn't it? Wilbur's Flag is plus 10 dodge and stun resist. That'd be a 50%. You know what? Yeah. We got plus 25 dodge. That's a lot of dodge. We're going to be rocking 50 dodge. I think it'll... Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I think a lot of things are good, though, that are objectively terrible, because I'm not a especially intelligent individual. So just because I think it's good doesn't necessarily mean it's going to turn out to not be the worst decision I've ever made. Well, probably it won't be the worst decision I've ever made, because I, Perfidious Pete, have made some monumentally bad decisions. Just spectacularly bad decisions in the course of my long life. Let's just hope this isn't another one for the list. So we are fighting a Gibbering Prophet. We're taking max food, even though this dungeon is going to tend to be shorter than others. I don't need that fourth shovel. This dungeon is going to tend to be shorter than others because we're fighting a boss and we'll know basically exactly where we need to go. Gonna take us a few extra blight potions, and I think, yeah, we probably don't need all this medicinal herbs. I think 2 is probably good. But I do want, you know, I want a full stack of blight and bandage action here. Torches, we always take 1 key, and we are going into the ruins, so holy water. Oh, we already have holy water. Well, we don't need 2. Is this enough? This damn well better be enough. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's do this. I'm taking a key, even though we're unlikely without the Ancestors map to be able to locate the secret room. But yeah, just in case.
I lured him to the dig. There,
I gave him an unlimited supply of beef and cheddars. The man had gone mad in days. His constant consumption of the not-quite cheese and not exactly roast beef concoction drove him to the brink of insanity and beyond. And then he fell, caterwauling into a cacophonous litany of madness, never to recover again.
It's the actual true story of the Gibbering Prophet. This dungeon layout is fantastic for us. Never mind, I stand corrected. It's absolutely the worst possible one we could have gotten because the Gibbering Prophet could be in one of 2 locations, and we have no way to tell which one it is. So, coin flip then? I say, let's take the high road. Always take the high road when it comes down to your coin flippery. Just be like, yeah, taking the high road on this one. How do you have plus 50% resolve EXP until the end of the quest? Why? Oh, because he's going with people who have been in the darkest dungeon? Do they give other people that buff? Way to find nothing in that crate, by the way, Grim. Alright, we're getting accused. This is okay. We have some stress mitigation here. And we didn't take the giant plus stress debuff token, so we got that going for us. Throw a knife into this woman's heart. Nice shot, Reed. That does potentially put a kill on the menu for us. We cannot smite this guy as much as I might like, so let's go with the Jacques. Double whiff, huh, Grin? Okay. I'm going to keep piling the stress on old James Harper there. Wow, that was a considerable amount. He is marked, however, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Hasn't yet managed to dodge a single attack. Okay, well, alright. First time for everything, I guess. You got lucky. We do not have riposte on, huh? Nope. Rampart and crush. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead. Oh, we can crush this dude. There you go. Brain him, Harper. And then let's see if we can get this stress. Ah, man, I was hoping we'd be able to get the kill there without having to resort to have Reed Richards throw another knife into her heart. Sadly, that is not to be. If only we could have done that the first time, we could have saved ourselves a whole hell of a lot of trouble. Right for the old gods. Quick dodge from Harper. Comes the Doomsay. This is bad, actually. Yeah, it's more stress than I'm comfortable with. Alright. Someone please murder that guy. We really don't want to just let him linger. 8 damage for Benjamin Grimm. Resisted to move, resisted to bleed. Give me the brain smash. There you go. Crush his skull right in there. I'm going to forego the Jacques and get... I actually want the stress relief here vastly more than the healing. The healing is nice, but the stress relief is the important thing. If we were rocking Riposte right now, we'd be tearing these guys apart. Take another little knife to the heart now, baby. Waiting for the old gods. Okay, we didn't manage to dodge that one. That's fine. Just keep crushing brains. Nope. We're getting dodged a lot here. More stress relief. I'm not going in to fight the Gibbering Prophet with somebody who's stressed out because the Gibbering Prophet has a bunch of stress attacks. It's just not going to happen, Dungeon. If I got to take some time, work my way through these guys, I'll take the time. Benjamin J. Grimm cannot be touched. Do you think it's not clobbering time here, chump? Because it's damn sure clobbering time. As long as we can throw a knife, we should throw a knife. And we should smash a man's skull in. Well, we didn't get all of the skull. We came a little weak on a follow-through. We gotta do better on that. We gotta really, pull out the whole skull. You really gotta sell it. You gotta go deep on the follow-through when you're going for the crushing a man's skull. You can't half-ass it. It's all about the follow-through. Most of your power on that swing comes from a solid follow-through. Now these bleeds are getting a little egregious. Just knife to the heart. Well, knife to the midsection, roughly. And now we're going to Jacques. There's the double K. Found a bag of marbles. That's, okay, useful. No, you know what? I can't even finish that sentence because it's really not useful. We're bleeding 6 and bleeding 6. That's fine. That's one group heal, and we'll be all patched up. How's our light level look? Good enough. Then again, we haven't even gone one room yet. Would have loved to have gotten a little scouting here that could have maybe filled us in. Oh, come on. We have medicinal herbs, Reed. No, that's fine. Just clamp yourself into a fucking Iron Maiden. Yep. Of course it trapped shut, because he's an idiot. He's also claustrophobic now. You know what? You learned a fucking valuable lesson, didn't you, Richards? If we throw holy water on this, we get a damage buff. It goes away after, yeah, we get 30% damage until we camp. It goes away after we camp, which is unfortunate, because we are definitely going to be camping before the Gibbering Prophet, especially considering the rate at which we're setting off traps. Holy fuck, that was a lot of stress there. Okay, find me that Gibbering Prophet, though. You know, we're not actually going to know where the Prophet is, it occurs to me, until we walk into the room. That's kind of unfortunate. More torches, please. Stashed heirlooms, which we don't need. How about a little scouting here? We definitely have a room battle in this room, which is fine. So, except for the 17 billion stress units here. Dodge, Reed! God damn it. This guy's gonna have to spend the whole fight fixing Reed Richards. Alright, well, if it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. Benjamin J. Grimm is the one man who can calm Reed Richards' stupid ass down. 18 damage is pretty respectable. That damage buff is already paying dividends. Dodge, though. God damn it, Richards. Your dodge is at 47, you chump stain. Maybe do it once in a while. James Harper with nice head crushing. See, that's the follow-through I was talking about earlier, Harper. That's the kind of shots we need to see more of right there. Graveyard slash, 6 damage. All right. Kind of wish we were rocking the riposte here. Pretty solid single target heal there. All right, knife to the heart. 15 damage is something. Here comes the tempting goblet again. They're going to do nothing but throw stress attacks at single units over and over and over. And Benjamin J. Grimm may not actually get to swing his weapon in this entire fight because we're going to spend the whole thing trying to grind down our own stress. Well, we can stress heal from any position, so we might as well move Harper forward and go for the stun, which got resisted. Honestly, kill that man. I cannot abide taking another stress attack. If one of these guys gets lucky enough to critical us for stress damage, then so be it. We take the critical. But I'm not just going to get hit with 25 stress for nothing. I'm going to make him earn it. You want a stress attack here? You got to earn it. You got to Saving Private Ryan this shit, Private Ryan. Earn this. Meanwhile, our grave robber continues to get pounded like the star of a gangbang video. You know, stun this guy, because it might actually work on him. We ain't stunning shit. Alright then, more stress relief. Benjamin Grimm continues to give sensible, solid life advice to his compatriot and bosom pal there. Speaking of bosoms, have a knife in yours. I mean, you're a skeleton. We don't technically know if at one point you may have had a bosom. Your gender is sort of irrelevant once you've gone down to skeletal state, I guess. Nice skull bashing from Harper. You know, Mace Bash is not a terrible ability. I think I tend to prefer, like, Rampart and also Riposte. Riposte, when you're down to one enemy, actually, Riposte is usually a net loss. It's great when there are a lot of guys. When there are very few guys, it's sort of shitty. I honestly don't want to kill this guy. I'm just going to throw some poison darts at his corpse. I want to take some time to chew out some more stress relief here. Probably should throw a big heal at Benjamin J. Grimm. We could accidentally wander our way into the Prophet. I feel like he's up here. More stress relief, please. And now we're going to have to kill this guy, or we're going to start getting the "you are tarrying" penalty. So let's just hit him with the blight attack. It's going to get us some damage. Give me a group heal. Ooh, that's good healing from Sue Storm. 7 points across the board is respectable. Little dead weight, that's fine. 7 hits. And Benjamin J. Grimm takes a little stun. It's not a big deal. Pound your skull in, put the party back in order, and continue on our merry journey. Give me that. Show me that. Show me that Prophet. Nope. Also, we have another hallway battle between us and our destination. Although the number of battles we've been getting into does sort of lead me to believe that we're on the right track. It's trapped, but we resisted, so who cares? Take that.
Oh, curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy seldom witnessed by his own machinations.
Hey, Reed Richards, could you fuck us out of more gold by poking every single object you find? Oh, but curiosity is the hallmark of the scientist. I don't care how much you are into science, Reed Richards. Stop poking shit. Every time you touch something, it turns out to be trapped or otherwise horrible.
Well struck.
And enjoy some blight damage, Mr. I have a lot of protection. You know what? I'm gonna go for the bolster here. Bonus dodge is gonna be more useful than the 6 damage we might get out of crushing a dude's skull. Let's go for a targeted heal. In case we are about to run into the Prophet. And this man, I think, has fatal damage. Yeah, we don't have to even swing at that guy again. He's done. He's already dead. That's right. And not me. That's Skank. Skank dead. That's Skank over there. Skank's dead. That's right, Skank. You're dead before you even touched me. Little skull crushing. And that should put us in fatal damage territory. It does. Let's see if maybe we can get a stress heal off, or if both of these gargoyles beat Benjamin Grimm on a speed roll. Nope. Good. Little free stress relief, and this guy's still dead. Haha, suck it.
Unforgiving.
Death is, sort of always unforgiving, Wayne. Some of the things you say really seem pretty obvious. Oh, hindsight's 20/20, Pete. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily hindsight. You're like, oh, death is unforgiving. Of course it is. It's death. So the question then becomes, well, I was going to say, do we camp or not? But the answer is no, we don't camp because we came the wrong way. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess we know which way it goes. As if Donald Trump wasn't proof enough that we always should take the low road. The low road is the key to victory. I suspected it. I suspected after, the turn of recent events, but should have known. You're trapped. Yeah, give me some free stress relief, please. I will take your 8 stress relief. I'm not above begging. I'm not a finicky man. A little salty about having chosen wrongly, but it's fine. We're hoping for a really quick mission, so we could just get through, baby. Go down here. Just like a good coming in and out, like a young man coming in and out for a quickie. We were hoping to Teddy KGB this one, but it didn't turn out that way. It does let us hang on to that 30% damage buff for a little while longer, which I suppose is... It's something. It's not great. Be better if we were just done, but hey, you got to take what you could get. And for once, Reed Richards didn't fuck us out of an opportunity for treasure. A fairly significant amount of treasure, actually. What do we want to get rid of? Something... here, Onyx, you can go. Sapphire's twice your value. It's also probably slightly more than twice as rare, so in retrospect, that may not have been the greatest decision of all time. What's your protection skill like? It seems like you have none, so let's just start throwing knives and killing. Double dodge. Man, Benjamin J. Grimm, your accuracy, I gotta say, has really been leaving something to be desired of late. Sweet dodge from Reed Richards. Another sweet dodge from Reed Richards. He's finally caught on to the paradigm here. All right, crush a skull. Beautiful. Probably should have hit the one maggot that hadn't gone yet. We could have avoided this attack altogether and saved Reed Richards some damage and some stress, more importantly. Well, you can't win them all, or if you're me, any. We're gonna undo that damage. These two maggots are unlikely to survive the next round anyway. And they're not really fast enough. Oh, never mind. Ah, James Harper is unhittable. Give me the group heal. I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't just roll in with the bonus damage and camp afterwards. We're gonna be coming in relatively solid shape here. We're one light below where we need to be. So of course there's a fight. Ah, this is actually a bad fight. Although the surprise is not this useful. So give me a knife to the heart. 16 damage. All we need is Sue Storm to hit that guy. I'm way more worried about the stress than anything else any of these shit stains might do to us. 14 damage on the big guy. Alright. We are gonna... How stunnable are you? Not very. How about you? Quite, actually. You know what? Yeah. It is stun. That'll save somebody a shot. Sue Storm delivers in a clutch. It's beautiful. Now we just got the big guy and his crazy friend back here who's looking, you know, like he's seen better days. Crushing blow hurts, admittedly. It hurts a lot. Jimmy the stun guy is still stunned, though. Here comes a coral. All right, Grimm is getting worked over. Knife to the heart. Solid damage. Plus the buff. Keep wailing on him, Grimm. We got Sue Storm back here to keep you healed, and I think we just go for the skull crushing. There it is. Who's my little skull crusher? Who's smashing brains in and turning them into a pulpy juice? James Harper. That was actually pretty good on the double dodge there with the ground pound. We're going to start working this guy over with some sweet blight. Got yourself unstunned. We are not going to be able to stun you, so I think we should probably just smash your skull in. I think a targeted heal for Benjamin Grimm would not go awry here. 5 damage from the blight. Crushing blow. Alright. That undid most of what we got out of our heal. Or blight. Resisted the debuff, did not resist the blight. 8 more damage. Well, let's go back to the targeted heal. We can do this all day. You want to ground pound us? You go ahead and keep on ground pounding there, Chump Stain. In the long run, we're going to be the ones who come out on top. This guy's got 2 health left. Well, on the plus side, we need to take no actions against him and James Harper dodge, so this is like double win for us. Sure, we might as well throw some more blight on you. It doesn't do enough damage to kill you until the blight ticks, which means we do have another opportunity for healing and stress relief. In this case, we're going to throw everything we can at Grimm. Just go for the dodge. I don't want to do damage to this guy if I can avoid it. Perfect. And a group heal that criticaled the wrong target, but I'm never going to complain about getting a critical. Got 800 gold, a citrine, and a ruby that I would very much like to pick up. Something's got to go. And unfortunately, it seems like that something is probably this key. Although we could have used the key on... You know what? I'm just not even going to open that. Oh, sure. Give me the scouting now and show me where the final boss battle is. That's exactly the sort of trolling I've come to expect from you, Darkest Dungeon. I'm not going to lie. Check this out. Empty sack. Little light smash and grab here. Okay. 1,000 gold. Something's got to go for that 1,000 gold. Could eat some of this food. That would still leave us enough to feast and cover a heal prompt, so... Well, we could throw some of this food on the floor, I guess. Actually, you know what? We're going to get rid of these medicinal herbs. It's very unlikely we're going to need those between here and the end of the dungeon. Yes, they could be used to cure some debuffs, but... Really what we probably should have gotten rid of were torches. It turns out we're going to have way more torches than we actually require. So we were lucky enough to get surprise here, and this is one of the few times where I'm actually not going to be angry about having surprised these guys, because I really want to be able to kill the stress causer. We didn't restore our party order, but honestly, these two front guys here are so fungible, it doesn't really matter what order our party is in. I was hoping we might get lucky and take that guy down before he got a chance to go. Even though it did mean foregoing damage on this dude, and that didn't cost us anything, because he whiffed on the old dodge there. Reed Richards and his remarkable physical acuity. James Harper with the said dodge as well. Sick dodge, bro! 14 damage. We are probably not going to be able to kill that guy. Another sick dodge from Harper. And a sick skull smashing. Comes the coral. A dot even from Sue Storm, the invisible woman, proving herself to be remarkably difficult to tangle with. It's tough to get a bead on the invisible girl, isn't it? It used to be the invisible girl, then it became the invisible woman. Do you think eventually it'll become the invisible granny? Once Franklin and his sister are all grown up and have little fantastic kids of their own, do you think it'll become the invisible granny? I really hope it becomes the invisible granny. Who doesn't want an invisible granny? Knife to the heart for you. Skull to the, mace to the skull for you. And probably a bandage for Benjamin J. Grimm just to save us. You know what? It's fine. We don't need that.
So too
Here, Grimm. If you're going to take damage and we're going to heal you, just open this unlocked strong box. Contents are ours. It had contained 50 gold and some crests. Trap. Reed, that's your job. Disarmed. Thank you. Nice work. We just had the one holy water, so you know what? Let's no, I don't want to. No, don't fuck with the decorative urn. Just leave it. We had another thing of holy water. I'd give that urn a roll. Instead, I'm just going to take the take 100 of this gold, throw these torches on the ground, and take the rest of that gold. No room battle in here, so we're safe to camp. Well, we're definitely... There's our secret room. Do I still have my key? Of course not. Fuck. I don't even know if we want to go in the secret room, but what we do, we could camp in there, I suppose. No, I didn't want to stop and get free stress relief. That's fine. I'd rather just take the damage. Aren't you claustrophobic, Reed? Did you not learn your lesson from the previous thing that you got trapped? Well, okay. What, are you claustrophobic again? Yeah. I seem to... Wow, I got a real sense of fucking deja vu here. Are you sure this isn't the Matrix? Are you sure that a black cat didn't just walk by? Neo went, whoa. Little feel of the samery there. Alright. Camping skills. First thing, no night... Actually, we have a couple things that prevent nighttime ambush. Not that we have equipped, though, so I guess we'll go with Sanctuary. Nighttime ambush has been prevented. We want to try and heal you all the way to the top. We don't really need that much stress relief. You have 7, you have 3. Night moves. We can remove a disease, which no one has. Wound care is not a terrible idea, although you could also do that. So we could give somebody accuracy and dodge. I think we need to give dodge as much as we can. So let's go bless. What kind of buff can you do? Weapon. All companions plus 10% damage for 4 battles. A 75% chance to gain plus 5 critical chance. Or alternatively, dodge and speed. I think we got to go for the weapons practice. Does that leave us anything we can do? It means no wound care. Benjamin's going to have to start the fight a little hurt. But honestly, that's not that big of a deal because we do have some food. We can just eat it before we wander in. We're not going to need food during the fight.
The path is clear. We require only
we may as well open this. We didn't have our key, so we didn't get anywhere nearly as much gold as we should have, but we still did get some gold. So it's not a complete waste. I really would have liked to have still had my key, but I'm not a prophet. I can't see the future, unlike this man who is about to die, and who I assume up until now has been having nothing but grisly visions of his own death. Alright, calamitous prognostication is fine. Prophesized our end. Well, the 2 units that we have scheduled to get hit by this are actually the 2 units most likely to dodge it. So what we want to do... Well, you're going to do this. And we're going to make sure... Guarding an ally gives us bonus protection. We have a bunch of protection. We're very likely to dodge this attack, but if it does hit either of the 2 people prophesized for doom, it actually hits nobody. Or rather, it hits the guy who's most likely to dodge it. So this is my whole game plan with the man-at-arms. It's going to fulminate. This is a whole bunch of blight damage. Most people resisted. Rubble of Ruin. Okay. Excuse me? How did our guard not pay dividends on that? Because we were guarded. It should that should not have worked that way. Excuse me, Darkest Dungeon, but I'd like to see your supervisor. Well, I think we definitely need to start pumping our Vestal back up. Our goal is, the only way you're going to die in this fight, Fulminate almost never kills anyone. Really, the only way it's going to do much of anything is if you're also blighted the turn after it triggers. Double dodge. Got your eye on me, huh? All right. Well, Rubble of Ruin crushed us. We got to get rid of this blight. Calamitous prognostication. See, okay, this one is actually quite bad. How come we can't step in front of that anymore? This guy's 15 damage per round for 3 rounds. That's a pretty considerable amount of blight. Let's get rid of your blight. And then keep working over these pews. If we can chew our way through those, we can move this guy up to where other people can start contributing. Divine Comfort is interesting, but I think just in the interest of science, we see if we can buff Benjamin J. Grimm up to the point where he's got enough hit points. You want anti-venom now? Alright, I mean... Well, I was trying to take it, but instead you gave everyone a dodge buff. Oh, it's because your blight went away at the start of your turn. Okay. He's got his eye on us. We're stunned. Here comes the Rubble of Ruin. Okay, it's going to leave a mark. Nobody's on death's door, which is nice. Calamitous prognostication. He's prophesized your end. Oh no, James Harper, if only you were a dodging fool. More blight damage. We got 15 per round ticking on that guy. Effectively, we're hitting that guy for 15 damage a round every single round. Give me more dodge, then. More dodge, more speed. We really are to the point now where we got to start worrying about healing a bit. But I still want to get through these pews. If we can get this bumped up. Okay, well, we died okay, that's terrible, actually. Sue Storm is at death's door. Comes the Rubble of Ruin. We did not manage to dodge it. Well. Okay. Sue's in a real bad spot. You cannot cure her. We really need Benjamin Grimm to beat her on a speed roll and not die from his own blight. We got to get rid of some of these pews. Alternatively, we could have guarded, but I don't think it would have done us any good. This will do us some good, though. That is ensured that Sue Storm will not die. She will get at least one chance to heal here. Which is good, because we're going to have to do a Divine Comfort, so that everybody gets another chance to heal on a future round. Also, I'm an idiot. I definitely should have used Anti-Venom. Another Fulminate. Didn't really do... Well, we stacked one on Benjamin Grimm, and Sue Storm is back on Death's Door, and still blighted. This is why we should have probably cured that blight. Calamitous prognostication. This guy has a ridiculous amount of hit points for the amount of damage that he's capable of putting out. Alright. Heal Sue Storm. You are not blighted. I kind of feel like we maybe need a little more dodge. Although we could have gotten some damage out of you this turn for once. More heal. That's enough to fight off the blight for one more round at least. And our 15 damage a shot is very slowly ticking away. Why did the eye on you stun our grave robber? Rebel of Ruin. Well, James Harper dodged. Benjamin J. Grimm is in fuck central. Comes a Calamity's Prognostication. We're getting lucky that he's chosen to hit Harper with every single one of the single targets. We're stunned. Harper, there's really, you know what? You gotta start doing damage, bro. Okay, AoE group heal. Not enough. I mean, it gets us off of death's door. Okay, here. You gotta get how much blight is... Actually, your blight is gone, so I guess there's no need to try and use any of that, is there? There's also really no point in healing. You're not going to be able to heal enough to keep you above where another blight might tick you down to. We're better off just having you smite the pew and try and get some damage out of it. Double dodge is so good. Comes the Rebel of Ruin. All right, Harper is now in a very bad spot. He's at death's door. Calamitous Prognostication on Benjamin J. Grimm. That's all right. Keep that blight working. Reed Richards is out there doing some solid work for us. Okay, you're going to do this. Nobody's on death's door, you hear me? Capiche? Nobody on death's door. Sue Storm goes for the group heal. You go for the Skull Crush. That's what we've been needing all along. That was a mighty wallop. 57 health. This is starting to look doable. Double dodge, a critical, and we all resisted the blight. This is gonna suck. No, Benjamin J. Grimm with the dodge. That's right. You want a Calamitous Prognostication, James Harper, the man who is best equipped to deal with it? He's the Guardian. And he's been doing a damn fine job on this mission, I'd like to point out. Not to say anything negative about old Johnny Storm, but I do kind of feel like we got the better end of the deal here. Whacked our way through a pew. Now pretty much everybody can start getting in on the profit here. Got my eye on you. That's the sound of a badly digested beef and cheddar right there. Rebel of Ruin? Nope. Our team is on to your ruinous behavior here, Mr. Prophet. Be like, oh, I'm going to drop rocks on you. You know, fool me 4 times, shame on you. Fool me 12 times, shame on me. We're just looking to the skies at this point. You're not looking at shit anymore ever again because your skull just got crushed in. Take that. Crush it in his skull. The Youth Chalice is bad. A Cudgel Weight is good. We want all of these things. What are we going to get rid of? Well, we don't need torches. And probably don't need these bandages. And that's one gibbering prophet defeated. Let's get the hell out of here. The fantastic 3-1, or 3+1, or 4-1, however the math works out. The fantastic everybody but Johnny fucking Storm did a pretty damn fantastic job there. James Harper proved to be instrumental in breaking down the fulminating prophet. He did some brilliant work with some clutch dodges there. We probably got a little luckier than we deserved, but then again, we did stack for dodge. Let's take a look at our bonuses. This hardly matters. Ruin's Adventurer replaced Warren's Adventurer. We also picked up Vampiric Spirits, which sucks. Creeping Cough will probably cure. Hysterical Blindness we will definitely cure. Ruined Scoundrel replaced Wheeled Adventurer, and Shocker replaced Known Cheat. That's objectively a downgrade. Known Cheat is effectively no penalty, whereas Shocker really sucks. I wonder if you could... It'd be nice if you could lock in negative quirks for cheap. Idle Highwayman gain 1 resolve. I don't think we even have a Highwayman. We also should take a look at the Stagecoach, though, just in case. So, Agent Cooper cured her tapeworm and a wasting sickness. Lorna Dane got rid of her rabies. The Multiple Man and no longer has the Creeping Cough, which means next mission we'll probably take our team of newbies down in, because our dungeon veterans here, our roster still doesn't really have the kind of depth we need for 2 more runs into the Darkest Dungeon. Reed Richards, you can go get rid of your hysterical blindness. Grim, vampiric spirits, I mean, we may as well. We made out like bandits on that mission there. Creeping Cough can go as well, because that one really sucks. And I think next episode we'll take the team of newbies down, just have them run probably another long dungeon to farm some EXP. But right now, we're going to watch as this highwayman is the worst fucking camouflager of all time. This is your hiding spot? You're trying to lay low, and you stand in the center of town next to a statue while cleaning your gun. That's superlative inconspicuous behavior, dude. Yeah. I'm sitting here shaking my head, which you can't see me do, but I'm disappointed in whoever this highwayman is. There's a reason we don't have a highwayman on our roster, and that's kind of it. Plague Doctor? Yeah, you know, I'm never going to say no to a level 3 Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor's pretty damn amazing. I really wish we had gotten a level 3 Leper as well. This'll do in the meantime, and that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. 2 things left to do before our dungeon run is in. Layer 3 of the dungeon and the final dungeon. And that's it. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.